Today is Wednesday, July 15th, and this is your forecast for the northeastern United States. We got a couple of headlines. One, of course, is the heat. We had temperatures yesterday in the 90s, even approaching the century mark in parts of central New York. Syracuse, 98 degrees yesterday. That was a record for the day. The other headline is the smoke, and maybe you noticed this a little bit yesterday. There's even kind of the faint smell of campfire wood or firewood. That is a wildfire smoke that is coming from Canada. So I'll show you in a moment where that's originating from. But there's going to be more of that today, and that's also lowering our air quality. So it's just something to pay attention to. Got a couple of clouds, but it's generally just sunny this morning, and those temperatures are already rising quickly. Not that they fell much last night. It was warm, but we're going to end up in the upper 90s here in the 5 boroughs. So we have those heat advisories and warnings in effect. Take it easy, especially during the hottest time of the day. Of course, we know that's generally between about 12 and 5. Avoid strenuous activity during that time, and just check on each other. Make sure you're all in good care here and staying hydrated. We fall back into the mid 80s by about 9 o'clock, so it's not going to cool off quickly. 93 in Albany today, 92 in Syracuse. Both of those places an improvement from yesterday, but the humidity is a bit higher today, so it actually may end up feeling about the same as it did yesterday. Upper 80s in Buffalo, thankfully a breeze off of Lake Erie helping you out there. 100 today in Philly and 103 in our nation's capital. Then tonight, with the humidity really beginning to slowly drop off, we'll cool into the 60s in Albany and Syracuse, 77 in the city here, so it's not going to cool off much at all. You know, when it's 77 outside and you don't have air conditioning, you know, typically at night you'd open up the windows and let in some of that air. Yeah, it's going to cool you off a little bit, but upper 70s to around 80s, not going to do much for you outside. So I wanted to talk about the wildfire smoke. Those fires originated just north of Minnesota, the southern part of Canada. And you can clearly see the movement of the air here with the showers and storms kind of moving in that direction. So the fires are upwind and blowing all that smoke is that wind out of the northwest right into the northeast. It's a thick smoke, a thick haze. You can even smell it a little bit, and it is lowering that air quality. So if you have asthma or other respiratory illnesses, you really want to avoid being outside altogether and keep the window shut if you can. So here's a look at the 7-day forecast. It's so funny how it doesn't even fit there. Some spots in the 5 boroughs could be up near that century mark today, or at least feel like it. 96 tomorrow, 92 on Friday, and then we do have showers and storms in the forecast for this weekend. As we know, the World Cup final in New Jersey, you know, what is known for most of us as MetLife Stadium, that'll happen on Sunday. It looks like the showers and storms, based on what I saw, would end early on Sunday, and then we'd see a drying trend, but it's a low confidence forecast, so we'll keep an eye on it. Showers and storms possible both Saturday and Sunday, the way I see it right now. All right, that's your Wednesday morning weather update. I hope everyone has a great rest of the week. Remember that as long as you want there to be, there will always be a 100% chance of good things.